Coming up on the show, we bring you the big auto launches of the week, the Chevrolet Trailblazer and the Fiat Abarth Punto. Also the new cutting-edge technology on board the new BMW 7 Series and testing fuel efficiency of trucks on the track. Hello and welcome to CNB Bazaar Buzz. Yes, this is the new Chevrolet Trailblazer doing some off-roading. No, this is not the four-wheel version that has been launched in India. It's the two-wheel drive that comes to India and has been launched at a price of 26.4 lakh rupees. Also, it is available online through bookings through Amazon.com. Here's a quick look at the Chevrolet strategy for India over the next 5 years, and they believe the Trailblazer is just the beginning of that strategy. General Motors has finally launched the Chevrolet Trailblazer SUV in India. This replaces the Captiva SUV and will come only in one two-wheel drive variant. The SUV has been priced at 26.4 lakh rupees, ex-showroom Delhi. The Trailblazer will take on the mighty Toyota Fortuner and the Ford Endeavour and the Hyundai Santa Fe. The SUV is powered by a massive 2.8-litre four-cylinder diesel engine that churns out 197 bhp at 3600 rpm and 500 Nm of maximum torque from as low as 2000 rpm. So Arvind Saxena, President and Managing Director of General Motors India, joins us for a quick chat on the Trailblazer launch. Exciting times, the festive season, a good time to launch a product. You've been waiting for this one for a while now. What kind of characteristics do you expect it to bring into the market? This highly competitive segment, right?
Well, this is, I would say, the beginning of our new product plan that we have for the next 5 years, what we talked earlier this year.
Sure.
And I think this is a truly Chevrolet product as far as we are concerned, and I think this is an opportunity for us to really showcase what Chevrolet is, in the real sense.
Sure.
And that's the whole purpose of getting this car to India. And naturally, I mean, it also covers the latent demand of customers who always wanted a real American SUV.
Yeah. Take us through some of the characteristics, because it's not a four-wheel drive, it's a two-wheel drive, but you're saying it has enough power to match up to what India requires. What is the decision behind that, and what are some of the other attributes of the car?
Well, this is, I would say, the most powerful vehicle in its own class. I think we have a 500 Newton meter of torque and almost 200 PS of power, which makes it really stand apart in this segment.
Sure.
And in addition, we have very, very high ground clearance. We have 253 mm of ground clearance, which makes it possibly the best in this segment. So with all that, I think basic attributes of a big SUV, I think we have a very good winning offering at our hand. And two-wheel to four drive, I think whatever study we did with our consumers, feedback, we thought that two-wheeler covers a very large part of the segment, and two-wheel drive is possibly a good option for Indian market.
Sure. You're also looking at a different kind of retail strategy with an online booking strategy through Amazon. Is that also part of the future strategy where you're looking at different models, and what kind of message are you sending out to dealers as well?
No, dealers are very, very integral part of this whole business. I don't think it undermines dealer anywhere. But I think we wanted to see the response that one is getting today on e-commerce websites, and Amazon is one of them, which is a very premium website frequented by lots and lots of customers every day.
Yeah.
So like any other media, I think this is also a great opportunity to expose our product to millions and millions of customers in a very short time. And naturally, I think we wanted to create more excitement with Amazon. And we thought that maybe for the first 5 days, while the booking can be done by customers on Amazon, but the actual delivery and everything else will be done by dealers. So dealers remain a most integral part of our business.
Sure. Festive season has already started. What kind of response are you seeing in the market? And going forward, do you expect overall sentiment and in terms of it actually reflecting in sales this festive season?
Well, market is still very, very challenging at this point of time. And even with the festive season, I don't see one can experience the huge increase which one used to feel, let's say, 4 or 5 years back. Today, unfortunately, the most of the growth what is coming out in market is only riding on the new products, and which is not a fundamentally a strong demand indicator. because new products have their own novelties. And so I think market is still very challenging, and I don't see really coming out of the woods soon.
Sure. When CEO Mary Barra had come down, she'd indicated about the whole 5-year plan, the $1 billion investment that you're making, closing down the Halol plant. Has that all happened? Are you on track with
Well,
the
we are absolutely on track as far as that is concerned, and I think it's a long-term strategy. I don't think we can transform this whole thing in a short while, and that's where we have a long-term 5-year plan, and I think we are absolutely on course, and Trailblazer launch is the first step with that, I think, which we covered today.
Now we're in the middle of festival season and the market is flooded with new cars, including a new hot hatch from Fiat. Yes, we're talking about the new Abarth Punto as well as the Avventura, now powered by Abarth. Both cars come with extra firepower under the hood, and here's a closer look at the strategy from the Fiat management, specifically with regard to Abarth.
A hot hatch that isn't exclusive for a few. Fiat has made its performance Abarth brand now available in its regular hatches. The Abarth Punto and the Avventura crossover powered by Abarth has been launched at an ex-showroom price of 9.95 lakh rupees. Yeah, quite a tempting price. But the tempting part is also under the hood, with both cars housing a 1.4-litre T-Jet turbocharged petrol unit. The Abarth Punto motor churns out 145 bhp of power along with a maximum torque of 212 Newton meters. And the Abarth Avventura puts out 140 bhp and 210 Nm of peak torque.
We had a product that actually we could take a lot of that componentry and develop something very, very special. The segment doesn't exist, so again, it was an opportunity for us. Particularly, we really want to try and get ourselves noticed. There's a massive passion for Fiat in India. There's not necessarily the same level of resonance at the moment, and I need to raise consideration. I want people to be talking about us again in the same way they used to talk about us. So how can we do that? So we've got this opportunity, and I think it's groundbreaking. This is far more focused. This has got a completely reworked suspension. This has got reworked braking system. The car is lower. It's obviously focused more on dynamics. Look, we've been still sensible to keep the ride heights okay, and obviously the tyre profiles are okay. But this car, the torque, the power delivery, it's really got a spirit about it, which we haven't had in the car before. The car's rides so lovely, so it's got great ride characteristics, and it gives you that more torque and that extra power, which suits the adventure side of that product. So really, with one project, we've managed to create two very, very different vehicles, different appeal, but actually just take the game on a little bit and give the Indian consumer something to smile about.
Fiat also shared details of the proposed launch of the iconic Jeep brand in India during the Delhi Auto Expo in February 2016. Fiat will also build a premium SUV in India under the Jeep brand that will also compete against the likes of the Audi Q3 and BMW X1.
It's very exciting. Look, we've got a whole strategy which is going to roll out over a number of years, but we think Jeep's going to be big. Look, it's a global brand. It's well respected. Yeah. I'm waiting for it too, so I'm looking forward to it, and it's going to be very special.
Coming up after the break, we bring you all the interesting tech on board the new BMW 7 Series. Stay tuned to CNB Bazaar Buzz.